mainly social services and national security. The complaints was made to social services and the police department, but nothing was done with one of the victims' complaints. There were also executives in the ministry that was aware of the complaints, and nothing was done. While we are relieved that Mr. Burwell was arrested, we the families would like to direct this question to the Minister of National Security on how did Mr. Burwell leave this country while under an investigation for sexual molestation. The cases were brought to the attention to the proper authorities. As Family for Justice investigated a little further, these complaints were legit from the victims, and it was some more than 2 years ago, according to what we understand. So Mr. Burwell was under an investigation. We believe that the Minister of National Security, Mr. Tommy Turnquist, should respond with answers as to how was he allowed to leave the country under an investigation. That is one of our biggest concerns. There are others who are under investigation in this country, and our concern is that they may also do the same. And so we would want to know that this doesn't happen again. But we understand that when one is under an investigation, I guess the passports or documents should be taken away for a short time until the investigation is complete. So this is a major concern for the Family for Justice organization as we continue to seek justice in regards to this matter. Thank you very much.
For the benefit of the record,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one first.
One second. I would like to start by saying that the PTA of 8 Mile Rock High School never stopped working and trying to find Andre Burwell. I got a tip on Thursday, the 7th of May, late in the evening, that he was arrested in Manhattan, New York. So around 4:30 a.m. on the 8th of May, 2009, led me to seek into the New York Police Department precincts to find Andre Burwell. Officer Giuliano of the Staten Island Police Department informed me that yes, Mr. Burwell was arrested, and that I had to contact the intercity corresponding unit, the ICU of Manhattan. When I contacted the department, I spoke with a Mr. Ten Star, who is a teletype operator of the ICU of Manhattan. He then, after concernedly searching his system, found that Mr. Burwell was indeed arrested for being on a train without a ticket. After tracing his name, they found that he was wanted by Interpol in the Bahamas and was then turned over to the U.S. Marshal's custody. Around 8:45 a.m. of the 8th of May 2009, I personally spoke with Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Marvin Dames, to inform him about the findings that I have got, and he told me that he was in possession of the same information and he is awaiting the paperwork on the matter. We would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Marvin Dames and the Royal Bahamas Police Force for their diligence and commitment in tracking down Andre Burwell and to bring him to justice. We want to stress that Andre Burwell's crime was committed in 8 Mile Rock, and that is where he needs to answer to his charges in the 8 Mile Rock Magistrate Court, not New Providence. He needs to face his victims for the damage he has done to all those young men. We, the PTA, want to remind the Bahamian people that this man fled the Bahamas from these horrific crimes that he knew he had committed. We want to reiterate to the general public that this is an unacceptable act exploiting our children that should not and will not be tolerated in our Bahamas. Our children are our future, and if we sit by idly and allow them to be destroyed, then we can just say goodbye to our little country. My personal message to you is that I will not falter in my quest to stand firm and strong to see that true representation is afforded to all who are unjustly dealt with in Grand Bahama. For too long, they have been taking advantage of the underprivileged here in our country. And I congratulate all those persons who do stand for righteousness. And to those who think this is politics for me or any other reason other than looking out and caring for our little darlings, may God be with you today. This is our message from the PTA and me personally today.
Did Mr. James indicate to you that it would be happening in Providence, or are you just saying if that's what they...
It's just rumors that has reached my ears that they're going to try and look for... Some people are asking that he has international protection. And it's rumors, and we want to stop the rumors before... We want to stop it from happening whilst rumors are rumoring around. And we want it to be stopped. So we want him to answer his charges in 8 Mile Rock to face the families of these victims. And if he needs international protection, what are we going to give the victims?
Okay, and have the victims, what has been the response of the victims upon learning that he was arrested?
Celebration. Celebration. They're quite pleased. They're quite confident to know that he was arrested, and we're now seeking justice to make sure they get what is due.
Have you been told how soon he will be extradited back to the Bahamas?
No, we have not gotten that information as yet.
The victims, have they indicated whether they would be willing to testify when it goes to court?
Well, you will have to speak to family for justice for that. That's who's representing them now, so I cannot answer that.
Mr. Bethel?
Pardon?
Do you have any?
Would they have the victims indicate whether they would be willing to testify when it does go to, if and when it does go to court?
If and when it goes to court, I wouldn't be able to comment on that at this present time.
Okay.
Yes.
When I
At a later date, we'll be able to do that.
When I spoke with you last week, you were talking about filing a suit and you were supposed to meet with some lawyers on Friday. What is happening with that?
We did meet with the lawyers on Friday out of Nassau. Everything is in process, and when the writ has been filed, and then we will definitely hold a press conference in regards to that.
Which one of the victims, you said, you were talking about first one of the victims earlier. Which one is that? Is that the one who was diagnosed with HIV or the other one?
At present, we wouldn't be able to comment on that at this time.
Are they parents of the victims?
No, just for the record, this is the chairman for the 8 Mile Rock High School Board, Mr. Jonathan Gritman, and this is the secretary for the PTA, which is Whitley and Ferguson. Everybody always say they don't see nobody, but there's always a picture picked out and then put there with just me. So I make sure they say come so they can see everybody else who's be around. So, you know, we do have support. And we also have in the back of the room Mr. Daniel Murray, who was the gentleman from Ainity Strand, who the first boy confided in. We just want to recognize that, you know, without the Ainity Strand movement, we wouldn't have been this far in this case today. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Any other questions?